And just as the night started with those big three, that is how it'll end here in Oklahoma City. 5 days to War Games. Logan Paul has earned the advantage for his team, but it's Roman Reigns who's standing looking back at him in the end. Oh my, the beast is here.
Get ready. Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet. The worst raw review on the internet. STRAWS raw with Eric B and Randy C. Chickens or bananas and fresh roast beef. This is STRAWS raw.
Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B. They call me the Raw Dog. And I am here on the Hub Sports Entertainment Network bringing you STRAWS Raw, the absolute worst or best Raw review on the internet, depending on where you search. Folks, thank you so much for joining me and my PIC. He is my puppy in crime, and he's going to whimper a little bit at you. Randy C., say hi to the fine folks.
Hi. Every time I go to work, I hide. My boss said good employees are hard to find. Hey, Eric B. Hey, everybody. It's me, Randy C. And as usual, we are powered by something. InteriorPlants.ca, the natural solution to a healthier and more beautiful home and business environment. That's InteriorPlants.ca. Pure Fandom. Pure Fandom, your home for all things pro wrestling and lucha libre memorabilia, like replica masks, championship belts, and all your prop accessories for cosplay. Pure Fandom is proudly Canadian. You can find them on Instagram at Pure Fandom Shop or at Pure Fandom Shop 416. Hey, they got a YouTube, they got videos going out, belt reviews, mask reviews, etc., etc., etc. Go find them on YouTube at Pure Fandom Shop 416. And they got a website, purefandomshop.bigcartel.com. Go take a look. Pure Fandom asks, what's your fandom? We're also powered by the Smack Daddies. Join Father Greg and Brad the Dad as they give you the best SmackDown review on the internet. For now, will Greg continue when SmackDown goes to 3 hours? That is the question, the main question of this, folks. But Brad and Maddie gave you the best SmackDown review last week. It was actually a play-by-play, a live watch-along. It was pretty good. Greg, you might have a replacement. But join Brad the Dad and Father Greg every week as they give you the SmackDown review on this, the Hub Sports Entertainment Network. You can find the Smack Daddies at www.thesmackdaddies.ca and take a look at their YouTube as well. We're also powered by the Handshaking Team with my buddy here, Eric B, giving you cheap heats, no wheels of misfortune, no, none at all. But He does have something. And what does Eric have? He has the new, is that the Shawn Michaels Ultimate? No, what is it? Oh, it is the Lex Luger Ultimate with the belts. I like it. It's very, very good. Now, on the handshaking team, you can go facebook.com/ the handshaking team and check out Eric and his things today. And last but not least, powering me through this week, giving me a whole bunch of energy. I've upped it. I've upped my games to 4 bananas a day. It is Chiquita Bananas. Why, Mineral?
Monkeys never claps.
No, the monkeys never cramp. You should give the advice to the Toronto Maple Leafs, but not the Toronto Raptors. I think they're eating a lot of these bananas as of late. What do you think, Eric B?
Randy, I think that the Raptors are doing just A-okay. I don't watch the hockey, the good old-fashioned stick puck, as I like to call it. A nice slapping at a puck with a stick on an ice just all night long. Just for whatever reason, it never tickled my twine. Rand, I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing okay. I'm just enjoying life here on a wonderful Tuesday. As everybody knows, we always record on a Tuesday morning. But Randy, see, we are living in the world of wrestling, and we are just little cogs in the machine that is the wrestling machine. The merch machine, so to speak. Speaking about merch, you can go to our website and you can buy the Rock and Bowl t-shirt to support Jeremy right now, today. But yeah, Rand, I'm doing good. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Just like last night, I did a little slipping and falling. Um, I was on my medication, and I decided to say, "Hey, let's take out all the plants out of the planter boxes, and recycle the soil." I was 7/8 done, and I took a little tumble, a little fall. Um, so it was kind of stupid. But that's just me being stupid, so on and so forth. Don't worry, Eric B. Somebody's probably going to make an AI video of it because everything out there right now is they're taking clips and they're switching it. What are you thinking? This past week, AJ Lee,
Oh,
a victim of the new AI stuff. And it's not just happening to wrestlers, it's happening to celebrities. Eric B., what's your opinion on this new AI stuff? And are the people in the celebrities like AJ Lee or wrestlers, are they in the right for getting a little upset?
well, well, listen. We as a society allowed AI to be created. We created the AI. We created the monster that is used for our good or our evil, it seems. So truly, Randy, the question is, at what point do these AI machines like Gemini, which is free to anybody, ChatGPT, when do they have kind of a limit as to what likeness can be used and who they display? There's times when I've asked for it to do, like, say for example, let's make myself in the Raptors jersey playing with the team, and it says to me things like it doesn't have the rights to my likeness, so it can't produce that image. So there is ways around it if you already have the picture and then you're asking it to do something. I don't think it's right what happened. I think that at a certain point too, maybe even if you made like a harmless error, a mistake, you weren't trying to create this chaos. I think at the point that the person that you paid money to see says, "Can you please take this down?" more or less, and you say, "I'm not going to do it," you double down. I think that shows a lot more about your character than anything AI can be flawed for here. So I don't know if AI is the problem, Randy. I think again, the issue itself is society. Um, I've done a lot of these signings, I've done a lot of these meet and greets, and famously, I will never forget a man who was furious at Trish Stratus that she didn't want to sign one of her earlier modeling images without going into details of what that image was of. But he was furious about it, and that was far before AI. So again, Randy, I think that AI itself isn't the problem. It's the people who have the tool available to them.
Absolutely correct. I believe it is definitely. It, it's hard though, especially in the world today. with AI taking over, not just on pictures, videos, helping kids with homework, introduction.
Me and you all the time. We make things on AI and we joke around. I do it with my friends all the time. I don't then go to a public forum and then say, for example, tag the person that's in it, or at least, or even claim that it might be somewhat real. It might be done as a gag sometimes to some of my friends, and kudos to AI because it's hilarious for that reason. But I don't go online afterwards and then make the public post about it and then receive backlash and double down and say, nope, I'm
You
sticking
know,
with it.
you know what should then may happen? Maybe the AI manufacturers or whoever does it in their like terms of use have specific details on what you can and cannot do with these pictures and or even just a regular Joe Blow off the street or a celebrity it may be. I think they just have to reword their terms of use because it doesn't cover obviously everything. And again, we do use AI. Like me and Eric probably use AI almost every day just for
Oh
jokes
yeah.
back and forth. It's fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, kudo. If anybody has not figured it out yet, they're gonna figure it out now. But there's numerous places where I only use AI to respond in hopes that people don't notice that it's AI. And kudos to AI, or maybe those people need to look at what I'm saying a little bit more often and see how different it is than the AI prompt. But yes, I have been using AI to respond in certain group chats, and I think it's hilarious.
It
But
is.
yeah, it is really funny.
It is. And you know what, too? I spoke to like a lot of entertainers. Some people really like it, and oh, some of them are so against it. But in
But yeah,
turn, when I'm DMing, I'm not going to mention names or anything else like that. But when I'm DMing back and forth, I have seen AI come back. So they're so against it, but they're using AI back with me. So it doesn't really matter. I enjoy it for what it is. It does help out as an older gentleman for things that I have to do. Um, and for entertainment purposes, Eric
you
knows.
know what? You know what? I'm gonna second that too, and just say, even for like, I know a lot of people who are in the younger generation, and AI is great for them because they don't like Randy. I think we grew up in an era where it was like, just Google it, right? We're just gonna Google
Mhm.
it to find that out. Now everybody in the younger era, sorry, is in a position where they can just say to AI, how do I get in contact with this person? What's the best way to make, say, for example, a small claims court file case? And then AI will give you a breakdown of who you need to contact, what you need to do. It will connect what forms you need to you. So there's a lot of reasons why it's a good tool. But yeah,
I got, I'll,
weird people are always going to be weird. I'm just going to say that too as well. And unfortunately, we do have a lot of that in any type of, honestly, in any type of, let's say, niche product. There's always going to be this type of AI creator. Everybody knows who I'm talking about, what type I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to offend anybody here, folks. But yes, uh, I personally would love to envision myself, say, for example, kissing Liv Morgan. But I'm not going to then make a video and then post it online. It's just never ever going to happen. And I probably won't make the video either. Probably.
well, the truth be told, I am done some projects with a AI place called Outlier. It's called Outlier. I'm not joking. I made $4.13 last week.
There you
American though, so
go.
that's like what, $109 Canadian? No, I made four
If you
dollars
can
and
ever get your
13.
hands on it, sir, there's a lot of issues apparently. I'm finding out with paying US dollars from the United States and vice versa.
Well, I did get paid for it. I did through PayPal, but let's switch to topics a little. Survivor Series is this weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a review show. Sunday night's main event is going to be back, and it will be back for the review shows if there's a pay-per-view on the weekend. That will always be Sunday night's main event, and it'll always be on Sunday. I myself will be there. Eric B, you gonna be there?
I will be there. And to all of our lovely American listeners who are enjoying their Thanksgiving leftovers while watching Survivor Series, just know that me, as a dual citizen, American as well, I am furious at you currently. Send some turkey my way.
There you go. There you go. But Survivor Series is Wrapping up pretty tight. We pretty much know the full card, probably except for just um, one match. Who would be?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited. So should we get into this week's? You go ahead. I'm leaving it to you, sir. I'm going to do it the proper way. Go ahead, Eric.
Randy, should we get into this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, live from Oklahoma City, the home of the Thunder and Shy Gilgis Alexander?
Hang on, let me get to my other seat. What was it? Oh,
Oh, did he fall? Did he fall again?
crap.
Guys, do we need to send the amber lamps?
Send, put slip and fall music here. Yes, Eric B, let's get into it. A lot
I
of
am
slipping and falling.
sending the AI police your way right now to make sure you're okay, Randy. We're checking in just like we are checking in always on Tuesday here with our Raw review. Like we said, it's Oklahoma City, folks, and we are talking all about Survivor Series and War Games to start the show. And really, this Monday Night Raw is mostly War Games based, besides a little bit of Last Time Is Now as well, right? A little Last Time Is Now, Rand. Never hurt nobody, right?
A little. We'll call it a little. A little bit.
Last slip is now. Slip and falling our way into this review today is what we're going to do for you lovely people out there. And listen, guys, we have some big weapons coming into this match. We're talking about the returning Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns making massive returns to the company. Are we going to see them tonight? I guess we're going to find out if we're going to see all of them. But we know the Vision's here. We know Drew McIntyre is here. We know that Logan Paul is here. There's a lot of people here tonight, Randy, and it is going to happen. But yes, we are going to start tonight's show with some fire, some heat, and the man with the most aura in the WWE, which is absolutely confirmed after last night's debacle. It is Roman frickin' Reigns, the OTC himself, the tribal chief. He makes Oklahoma City acknowledge him. And man, Randy, are those teeth whiter than ever? White teeth.
They're absolutely white. Yes, Roman Reigns is back and they should be. If you're only eating or feeding 5 times a year or whatever it may be, a surprise Roman Reigns showing up here on WWE RAW, giving us, I guess, the start of it. It was interesting. I'll tell you
Yeah,
a little more near
listen,
the end.
he heard us all chanting his name. We want him back for a long time. We need him on the show. We're dying out here on Raw without him. We have no star power. No, I don't know if that's real. That might be SmackDown. No, no, no. Wait, sorry. I love you guys. Smack Daddies. Listen to their review every weekend on Saturday, I believe. Usually, right? Sometimes late on Friday, Rand.
Friday or Saturday morning here on the Hub Sports Entertainment. Back to you, Eric.
There you go, Rand. Thanks for queuing in there, brother. Anyways, talking about people who are going to be queuing in based on their music, it is Cody freaking Rhodes. And man, Cody Rhodes always likes to come up with a busted up body, face, mouth, nose, whatever it might be, my friend. Honestly, whatever it might be, Cody's always going to come out. And Randy, I don't know if you notice this, man, but as soon as Cody stands beside Roman Reigns, you instantly look at the championship belt and you do say something that Roman Reigns will say later tonight. And you have to think that belt would look a lot better on Roman.
Exactly when is it gonna happen? Will it happen? Who will it be? Is it gonna be Roman? I don't know. Is he gonna take his 5 time a year thing and just say, hey, I don't need it? But he did stare at it when Cody came out. And what happened to Cody? I don't remember this. I don't know why he's beat up. Is this because of SmackDown? I'm presuming. I have no clue. Why did he have
Yeah,
this stuff all over his face?
I don't know. He slipped and fell, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, most likely. Anyways, but yes, Cody is here, folks, and he is ready to join the war, and he's happy to have Roman on his team. Roman don't like that. Roman don't like that whatsoever. And Roman reminds Cody that he is just joining the war, but he has been a part of this war for years now. I guess. I guess it's the war against Paul Heyman, really, right? Because ultimately, Randy, there's no uh new bloodline, old bloodline members there with Paul Heyman. It's just now Roman against Paul, trying to make himself feel better for, his bestie stabbing him in the back.
A lot different from the old bloodline stuff. Yes, absolutely correct. It's Roman versus Paul. Is that the truth? Roman versus Paul.
Everyone versus Paul.
That's more or less two Pauls, but realistically, with the one Paul Heyman.
It's true, it's true, true. But you know what, Randy? Like Mussolini and Gandhi, here comes CM freaking Punk with that belt and that pompadour looking more pompadour-y every single week. Man, he is really watching some Sopranos reruns recently, and he is looking at Paulie Walnuts and just saying, this is my look for 2025 as champion. This is what he's going to run into the future. But yeah, CM Punk is now here, folks. All-star loaded war games coming up. They're all going to be talking. Cody's calling it his team. Punky don't like that. Roman don't like that. Nobody likes that. But ultimately, they are here for one thing. It's to take out Paul Heyman and the Vision and Paul and Drew. Just a lot of extras going on there, but they're good extras, Randy. We're not mad about it. They are good extras, and they didn't have to make them members of the group either for this to happen. So that's also pretty cool, if you ask me. But anyways, look, Roman just has one more thing to say, and I've already said it, and that is he can't help but think that that title would look better on him. And Punk asks, you talking to me? You talking to Cody? Roman, unfortunately for the people in the arena, drops the microphone and doesn't respond, but responds directly to the camera and says, you have to find out. So, a little bit of cliffhanger going forward here, Randy. Friends, what is better than a friend sometimes to bring into war? It is enemy turned ally here for you until he stabs you in the back. Lots of opportunities for this match, Randy, but it is an all-star game.
Definitely an all-star game. What I got most out of it was, who is the team captain? This is my team. This is my team. Yes, near the end, Roman Reigns, who does he want the belt from? It was like a who of everything.
Where's Lyra Valkyria?
I have no clue. She should have came out. But the only thing this was good for, I think, for at home and the people in the crowd, were the huge pop entrances, the cheering on the entrances. Other than that, fighting over who a team captain is stupid. They're 1 week away, 1 week away from Survivor Series. This is War Games. This is serious stuff. So to open it up, I think it was only for the entrances, and nothing really got planned out or put down, or we can see sort of the future on certain things, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. I will give this, though, just because of the huge pop on the entrances, I'll give it a 4-banana intro, because all the stars were here. A 4-banana intro, and it took up a lot of time at the beginning.
It took up way too much time for it to accomplish borderline nothing, which is just, we don't know who's in charge, but us as fans, we already know who's really in charge here, right, Randy? I mean, if you look at those three guys, it doesn't matter who's holding a title or not. If you don't look at Roman as the guy, then you're missing something here. Cody is QB1, whatever you want to call him, but Roman's been doing this for a long time, and he is our guy. He's the guy that we cheer for the most when he's not here, and we want him back. And then when he comes back, nobody gives a shit that he hasn't been there for 4 weeks. They're just instantly Roman Reigns, Akuma.
And I like that. You're right. The guy not holding the belt is definitely the team leader here, as you can see. So again, there was a purpose for this, but we got no answers yet.
Exactly. But you know what we're going to get some answers on, Randy? You know what we're going to get some answers on right now?
Somebody's favorite pizza?
The last time is now tournament quarterfinal. It's Carmelo Hayes versus Gunther. I heard that Gunther's favorite pizza topping is pineapple. What do you think about that, Rand?
I think pretty much in every country it would not be liked, but pineapple is definitely not on my list.
Talking about that, just quick side note here. Talking about things being discussed recently in the public eye that are not liked. My good old friend Bret Hart has been really active, and
Ooh,
I'm just
ooh,
having
ooh.
it's entertaining. That's all. It's a good time. Brett, you never change, brother. I love you. Anyways, all right, let's get into the match, Randy. Carmelo Hayes versus Gunther. And Randy, I don't think that people have ever wanted an upset more than they want it now. And I think that the most upsetting reason why they want that is the point that you nailed last week, which is they keep on bringing guys in for this tournament and they keep on bringing in guys who can't win. But we want them to win so bad. We wanted to see Javon win. We want to see Gunther close this out. Sorry, Carmelo close this out against Gunther and be that guy. We want to see somebody take on John Cena, which is going to go into that category that he discussed, which is an NXT or not even NXT. I'm going to exhibit the stars of the future against the people of today. Randy, how were you going into this match for Carmelo Hayes?
Carmelo Hayes being in this was really surprised me. Of course, again, yes, you want somebody to exceed, to be that next person, to get the rub, to get the torch, as you would say. Carmelo Hayes, I don't know if he is that guy, but boy, in this match, does he show it. We have to say the guy right now that is definitely getting the torch is Dominic Mysterio. He has his second match with John Cena this weekend at Survivor Series in a big role. And I
Yeah.
believe, this is my personal opinion, you heard it here, folks, first here, folks, is I believe Dominic Mysterio will give him the first loss and upset John Cena to get the title back. And then at the end, John Cena will pass the torch for his second loss, leading out of WWE. But that's only my
Ah.
opinion.
No, I mean you're definitely right. If anybody is holding that torch, it's Dominic, and we see later on tonight as well just what Dominic can get away with, why we love him so much. But yes, Carmelo versus Gunther, this is a good match. And a lot of people say that Gunther, including Jesse last week, Gunther can be a little bit boring. But Gunther was throwing out some nice moves in this match. He did the double underhook suplex as well that he doesn't ever do. So I think that he's definitely been listening to some of the critics and being like, look, I'm exciting. There's a lot that I can do in this ring. And to be able to be toe to toe with Carmelo, who at one point catches Gunther slacking, Gunther showing off in the corner, and Carmelo runs up, grabs him from underneath, nails him with a power bomb, springboard DDT. He got Gunther there with a 2 count, and Gunther looks like he's actually again in a little bit of a fight and not just gonna run through this guy. But unfortunately, Randy, it seems again like we are heading in that direction. Even Gunther himself all over his social media saying he's going to retire John Cena. What a treat getting to retire Goldberg and Cena in the same calendar year. Woo! I don't know, Randy. It's looking more and more like it might happen because unfortunately in this match, Carmelo throws his best punches that he possibly can, but eventually he does miss. He misses. He hits a DDT counter. Would have been the power bomb here, but we do get eventually caught up by Gunther, who is going to catch you with the sleeper hold. And, Carmelo just starts to fade slowly and slowly and slowly. Eventually nailed with a power bomb for a 3 count. And here we go. Gunther heading his way into the semifinals, probably the finals.
A
And the last
lot.
time is now.
Exactly. The last time is now. A lot of hope spots here for Carmelo. This was a fantastic match. Like everybody, like Jesse, come on, man. Gunther's boring. Did you watch this match? This was a great TV could have been in some Raws or at least SmackDown this year. This would have been a SmackDown main event. But so, and you can catch a Smack Daddies every Saturday morning here on the Hub Sports Entertainment with Father Greg and Brad the Dad. But in turn,
3 hours. 3 hours.
3 hours coming up in January 1st. But this was a great match. Again, Carmelo looked amazing. This is the way that Gunther raising another guy to a next level, right? Gunther does win. Let's talk about Gunther coming out in his ring general robe. No Imperium type look anymore. He looks like the Russian boxer coming to destroy all Americans. Just Americans. The other UK people and everybody else, I guess he might have a problem with. But no, he's out here just to get the Americans. And again, this was a great match. I'm going to give this, listen to this rating, a 4.25 banana. Carmelo and Gunther tore it up. Thank you. A 4.25 rating. Here from me, Randy C. On the draw.
There you go. There you go, brother. There you go. We are in the back now. We got Cody and Punk doing a little bit of talking with Roman, just standing there wondering what's going on between these guys. Here come the random Usos, Q Wild Uso sighting. And we also have Jimmy Uso wearing maybe the worst gear anyone's ever made. What the hell is going on? He's wearing like a shiny leather, really long basketball jersey and shiny leather pants and then bright green.
It almost looks like it should have been made for Carmelo Hayes in the last match, if you really, because he is the one, right? Him. But yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, the Usos trying to place slapping these guys in the hand, not worrying about who's the team. They're a team together and what they should be doing. But yeah, definitely Jimmy not looking the best as of late.
No, man, he's definitely taken on that dad stress, that father to be stress, as you would so to say it. But here they are, anyways. Yeah, whatever. The Usos are in a match later on tonight to determine the advantage in the War Games match against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. But yes, that we're going to get to that eventually.
Can I say one thing, just because this is where
you can say whatever you want to say.
You're going into an advantage match for Survivor Series, and everywhere you go, people are ranked on a totem pole. So this is for your advantage. Who would you think would be going in? I would think on one side, maybe a Roman Reigns. This is for the advantage. A Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns and a CM Punk, or even maybe a CM Punk and a Cody Rhodes. But no, we get Jimmy and Jey Uso. Nothing, they're tag team specialists, which is good. But then on the other side, you got Braun freaking Breaker, Brock Lesnar. Who are they going to send in? Drew McIntyre is definitely a good choice. Logan Paul. I guess Logan Paul had to fill in one of the appearance things on his contract in order to go do this. But I don't know. I guess they tagged before. But yeah, you got Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. That's what I don't know. I'd be sending in my top guys. Maybe not Cody because he's hurt.
Yeah, I mean, even as we see later on tonight, though, they're kind of sacrificing Logan Paul because it seems nobody really likes him ultimately. But they are going to use him. And thank God that we have him in this match because we need high flyers and we need people who are willing to do death-defying spots. And he's definitely one of them to do it. Anyways, talking about death-defying spots.
Talking about it.
Yeah. Anyways, John Cena's in the back talking about how he defines success, which brings out Dirty Dominic Mysterio to the ring, folks. He's wearing an awesome King of the Luchadors t-shirt. Incredible. Get that right away, Rob Arbic. It will sell out and you will never find it again. But he is going to embarrass John Cena at Survivor Series. He's going to take back his IC title. He's going to do whatever he has to do it. But here comes John Cena's music. What the hell, folks? We're getting a random John Cena appearance. I guess we're getting an extra appearance. No. Not John Cena. It is John Weena himself. Randy, we get Psycho from Micro Pro Wrestling dressed up as John Cena coming out to the ring to Cena's music in full John Cena cosplay and character, including as well a micro Stu the cameraman. That was a nice added touch with the cameraman.
Classic. Who's writing this stuff? Classic old school little person. I don't know if you can say whatever it may be, but we'll say little person coming out. Yes, Mr. Micro from the. I have watched that program. It was on A&E, I believe,
It
before.
actually, they honestly, they sell out their shows when they do local like tours. They are
Yeah.
very popular.
It's weird though. It's very to me it's very bad though.
Yeah.
But yeah, when John Cena's music hit, and I was like, "There's no way John Cena is coming out." His last Raw was last week, and if he did, I would have been. I'm done. Retirement means nothing. Words mean nothing. But yeah, little John Weena came out, and I couldn't stop laughing. Classic again.
I said in my head, as soon as John Cena's music hit, I said it's going to be a little person 100% dressed up as him. I didn't think they were going to do the cameraman as well. That was a
I'll
classic heel maneuver.
I'll quote once famous person. I love this shit. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
I guess that there's a thin line, or at least you could say a big cast line in between how much you can abuse a little person in these spots. But yes, Dominic Mysterio strikes down John Weena, then hits the five knuckle shuffle, 619 on John Weena, and then a frog splash. Man, he just beats him all up, beats him all up. But here comes Rey Mysterio. He's still involved, folks. Randy, I think that might be even a little bit of a reminder that Rey Mysterio will probably get involved in the Survivor Series match at some point too. Dom goes to cheat. Rey runs in and says, "No mas, amigo." What do you think?
100% agree.
You think he's
I
going to say "No mas, amigo" though?
no, I don't think that. I don't think that.
Yeah, probably
But
not.
you'll definitely interfere. I definitely think Dominic's gonna get the belt back. But in turn, I want to point out something, man.
Yes.
Dominic, I don't know what he's doing, but he is proven like week after week after week, and his look is slowly changing, like better and better and better. Eddie Guerrero may be his father, man. It might be true because, man, last night there was side shots, and I was like, "Oh no, this is Eddie." But no, I like this. Dominic is great, and the killing of the wee man, the Mysterio thing, definitely it'll be Ray and Dom. Probably at
Yes.
WrestleMania. I'm thinking it's going to be WrestleMania, Ray Mysterio's last match. Um,
Retirement match? Yeah,
Maybe,
that
yeah,
makes
it's a
sense.
hair versus retire mask or retirement. But it's definitely going to lead against father
Can't do
versus
the
son.
mask again.
No, you can't do the mask. Never do the mask ever again. So
No,
it'll be
God, leave
it'll be
that
career
shit
versus
on.
it'll be career versus hair or something like that.
Mustache.
You heard it here first. You
Yeah,
heard it
versus
here first.
mustache. No, the mustache. Then if the mustache goes, the hair stays. I think Dom is okay with that trade. Anyways, guys, like I said, Rey Mysterio ran out, and now we're gonna get a quick match here. Rey Mysterio versus JD McDonough, and Finn Balor is there as well. Nice little random match that they threw in for us there. It's always good to see Rey Mysterio back in action. A couple weeks in a row now. That's kind of cool. But it's a throwaway match, Rand, between these gentlemen. What does it really mean? It's just building up more towards Survivor Series again. Judgment Day, Rey Mysterio. Dom isn't going to win back that title so easily, but I definitely agree with you that Dom takes that Intercontinental title back from John Cena at Survivor Series. It only makes sense. It only makes sense.
100%. 100%. Yeah, this match was pretty straightforward. Um, Rey Mysterio winning with the diving splash, I guess you can say. And
He
yeah,
looks so funny when he does that springboard splash after the 619, man. It's
yeah.
just like it's just it has like very little impact, but it's
JD
gonna
do,
win.
JD doing JD things. This was a good match. It was good for TV. But with this star-studded, like everybody was here on Raw, this actually sort of drowned out to me. So in turn, it's still a pass, but I'm going to give it a 2.75 banana match. And I'm not saying Rey Mysterio. Actually, Rey Mysterio looked the best he's looked this year. Actually, in
Mhm.
this match, I don't know if it's so much JD, but this match definitely got drowned out with how many stars were here tonight on Raw.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You gave it a solid C plus, so that's okay. It still passes, and we're still making our way to college, folks. We don't have to redo French in grade 10 like I did.
Yes, and I want to say at this time, me and you had a conversation last night and said, "Where's the women? There has been no women. Like this is going to be slow social media day. There's no women."
Randy and I got out our AI right away and we started to make up fake posts just to get some women into our social media because we know what our fans want, right, folks? We know what works for us on our screenshots. We know what works for us in our GIFs. We know what works. And Raquel Rodriguez, sorry, is trying to work. She wants a title shot. Nikki Bella got one. Why can't she have one? You know what? That's actually not a bad point. Why does Nikki
Sure.
Bella deserve one? Just because she's Nikki Bella and she blew up the internet by wearing some gear that she never got to wear 8 years ago?
Fair. Yeah. And probably Raquel has more wins. I don't know. You lose a match and you get a title shot here in WWE and Pierce's world.
That's the way
Welcome.
it works. Yeah, you also have the New Day. Remember, they exist. Not really, but they're there. But they're complaining about Pierce ruining their lives. Okay, cool. Next week, something to do with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, who are defending their tag team titles. Wow, Randy. You want to talk about WWE doing some weird stuff with titles. You want to talk about your disdain for the Intercontinental title. How about these tag team titles? We've talked
Yeah,
about this numerous times before. We have numerous tag teams, and we continue to try to just create a team in WWE 2K of guys that we like together because their last names sound like fun.
that's it. That's it. And let's point out these tag titles were almost not well, I guess near the end of it wasn't a weekly basis that you'd see them, but you'd see some involvement with the Judgment Day. We haven't seen anything for any of
Hmm.
these guys. And especially the New Day. Yes, we've seen them a couple, but they're mostly in singles matches, not even tag team matches. I think it was a trios match too one time. But like, where are these? If you say you have a belt and you don't show it, that's the main concern to me.
Again, it's
And
supposed to be
why?
prestigious. If you're going to do this, we've talked about it before. There's no problem with having one set of tag titles. You don't have to do Raw and SmackDown just like we do with the women's, right? Like it only makes sense.
Right.
Just have one set, make it more prestigious. But then people will start saying, well, WWE can't support two brands. That's why they're doing this, and they can't have two different rosters. And they shouldn't we shouldn't look at it as two separate rosters. It is still the same brand. It's just they operate on different nights. It's the way it goes.
And they mix and match all the time, like proven
Hmm.
tonight. Like you know what I
Yes.
mean? There shouldn't be two brands anymore. Yes, you can have them as two different show brands, but I think now they just have to mix and match the roster.
Yeah. There's
I think it
no
would
there's
be
no
better for everybody.
draft. There's no draft or anything anymore. People should just be able to go after what titles they want to go on what show and what makes the most sense for booking at that time. Anyways, you know what's going to happen, Rand? The man has come around, and here comes Becky Lynch making her way to the ring. Kabuki Warriors are there dancing their way in the aisle. We're talking about the attack last week on SmackDown.
Can
You
I
okay?
say, go cut you off right there with the
Go
Kabuki
ahead.
Warriors?
Yeah.
Literally, I don't know how long it was. I think it was 4 minutes. It was Asuka and Kari Zane just wiggling their butt to the camera. They went to like ads and they came back and they're still wiggling. The music's still playing. They're wiggling their butts. I had 9 ads during this time, and it was ridiculous. Oh, by the way, we got to speak out. These ads, man. The road to Rodiah. Holy jumping the money they're putting into those ads. I can't believe
Yeah.
it. KSI, everybody. Oh, but never mind about it. But back to the Kabuki War shaking their butt for 4 minutes and Asuka laughing. It was so funny. She goes, "This is how we get on TV. We shake our butts for 4 minutes." No, but go
It
ahead.
works. It works. And we don't think Vince is still here, folks. But yes, where we are. But anyways, all right, War Games, blah. Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, they're also here as well. And Lash Legend is just a massive woman. She's just massive. She's taller than Nia and bigger than Nia. It's insane, but not in that way, just massive. She's a massive lady. Anyways, Becky is on the injustice that happened to her last week. She has her best lawyers in the country working on it because she wants her Intercontinental title back. For the love of God, WWE, keep her as far away from that as possible immediately. That needs to happen, right? But she wants to get rid of AJ Lee once and for all because Randy, AJ Lee has been such a constant thorn in her side every single week.
Every single week that she's there. Does that make any
Yeah,
sense? Yeah,
that
okay.
does make sense.
So
That does
twice,
make sense.
twice.
That does make sense. But you know what, Becky? Becky could take those two times that have caused her immediate trauma and horrible trauma, and she can go to therapy and she can talk about it. That's right, folks. Today's sponsor is no, we don't do that around here. We don't do that around here. But yes, War
But we
Games.
can here on the Hub Sports Entertainment, where thousands of people listen on a weekly basis. If you want us to sponsor you, get a hold of us. It's contact SNME Radio or go to the drawradio.com and contact us, and we'll gladly represent you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Whatever product or service you might have, $5 is $5, and we are here to take your $5 and get you some customers in response, right? I think that's a pretty fair bet, right, Rand? Yeah.
Speaking about customers, speaking
Yeah,
about a
talking
lot of
about
stuff.
customers, lots of, you know what? You actually just nailed it there because speaking about a lot of stuff, my God, this just gets crazy like right away. And again, we have another war game segment, which is just like, yeah, we got war games coming. Let's fight about it. But here comes the good guy team, starting with Rhea, then Q EO, then Q Charlotte, then Q Alexa, then Q AJ, all in unison. Randy, I think that they got those five theme songs out in like 2 minutes or less. And
A
I'm
hundred
being, ve-
percent. You a hundred
I'm
percent.
honestly being like very gracious with that response. It might have been 1 minute.
100%. But Eric B, they listened to you. You wanted women. I wanted women too. We got like 8 in less than 2 minutes. And we got Kabuki Warrior shaking their butt. I like that shit. But
We got,
yes, it was great.
we got 10 women after demanding it. And folks, I shit you not, I made a short about it, and it was like the most successful YouTube short of the night, which is just literally 8 seconds. 8 seconds of this nonsense that happens. But yes, craziness happens. They're going to go into the ring and talk with each other. AJ Lee just wants to beat up Becky Lynch, but she's not going to do it because she went to therapy. We didn't get the therapy chant like we did last time. The crowd tried to do it, but I think that AJ was just like, this is going to go long enough as it is. Nobody's getting time to chant, and she just kept on talking. She's going to beat up this person and that person. Anyways, yeah, that's what's going to happen, Randy. They all has fight, and we are heading our way to War Games. Randy, who is the first person being eliminated from the heel team?
War games
Yep,
eliminated, you mean? Or who's going to be
yep.
pinned?
Who's pinned first? Yeah, who's
There's
out
only
of the
one
match?
pin on this. There's only one pin. And
Is
everybody
it?
comes out. Yeah, everybody has to come out and then they pin in war games matches. So who
Oh,
is the
bullshit. I
person
forgot.
that is going to be pinned? I believe that you're going to ask.
Who's taking the pen?
I'm going to say, let's make a little mini bet here, Eric B. I
Okay.
want a $10 THT, the handshaking team. You can find them at facebook.com/, the handshaking team. I'm going to pick, if I am right, Becky Lynch is going to get pinned and lose the match.
Wow.
And I'll put $10 to it. $10 out of 8. That's good odds. Who are you going to pick?
Hmm. 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 Who is going to eat that pin? Why not AJ Lee?
Wow. Wow. But
Why
this
why
segment,
not AJ Lee?
Becky Lynch was on fire on this segment. I really liked Becky Lynch talking. I'm going to give this segment a 3.75 banana. I enjoyed it
Seg-
much more than you, I guess. But
the
yeah, I
segment was a lot of fun. The segment was a lot of
got
fun, and you
everybody.
also had friggin' Becky Lynch dropping a Nia Jax that she is the only woman who could ever do damage to her face in mid promo. Becky always nailing things right on the cuff.
And Lash looked like
Hmm.
a monster.
She did.
Monster in this. So they
She
did good
did.
with this. They did good with this.
Well,
Speaking
Randy,
about
talking about
going
things
from
they did
good
good with,
to
right?
exactly.
Here comes the last time is now tournament. Favorite of everybody, Penta to win the entire thing here versus Solo Sikoa with Tala Tonga and his ridiculous face paint. Um, very, very early in the match, they're outside of the ring. You have Penta for some reason running along the barricade, jumping off of it, and doing a Hurricanrana and the thud of him hitting the floor as he did that Hurricanrana and instantly injured his leg was just crazy. I was like, what the are you doing? I couldn't understand that spot, Randy. I couldn't understand it. I don't know why it was done. Penta is definitely athletic, but he is not that athletic where he can get a full rotation doing that. And we saw that happen last night. And we saw the end of the match by a referee stoppage. Randy, oh, I hate asking you this question. Shoot or work?
It's definitely a shoot. And all I got to say is AE dub. This is exactly why people, you've heard from me all along, Penta has to slow his stuff down and go WWE style. When he gets a little out of control, this is what happens. Now, I don't know if it was legs so much. I heard it was his shoulder. You
Yeah,
did
that's
hear the
possible
thud.
too.
But I'm almost thinking maybe, and I've seen this happen before with a similar fall to it. He could have broke some ribs, right? And it like lost wind. You ever fall straight on your back and you think like your back, and next thing you know, your front hurts, knocks the wind right out of you. Your kidneys start to hurt.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, Penta. This is. I don't know if he was supposed to win. Was Solo supposed to win? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Well, this was the second match. Now we got Gunther versus Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely you have to think that something was wrong. Like, you know what I
Penta
mean?
was
Like,
probably in line to win this match.
I
I
think
would
so.
only
The match
imagine that
is.
would make sense. Yeah. I don't know about the tournament because if it's Penta Gunther, we already know where that's going. But yeah, it honestly, man, seeing that injury happen sucked. It really did. It
Yes.
really, really did. And it just changed everything for the night. And it made things in the back extend longer. More discussions, Randy.
Well, all I got to say for this match, Solo Sikoa wins by referee stoppage very early, like 3 minutes in the match. I'm going to give this match a riot rating. You can't give it anything, right? No bananas, no nothing. Why did this happen? Penta. Told you guys all along. Told you, Eric. That's all I got to say. Penta,
I
get
just
better soon. You're teaming up with your brother in AAA as I see later, so get better soon. That's all I
I
got to
just
say.
saw I saw the spot happen, and as soon as I like replay, I had to replay it in my head a few times and rehear Joe Tessitore say, "Here's Penta running along the barricade," and I was like, "Penta running along the barricade just doesn't make any sense to me. That's like a Jeff Hardy spot. That's like a Ray Phoenix spot."
Yeah.
Anyways,
Hey,
okay.
Dub, speaking about people getting hurt or people going to get hurt, go ahead, Eddie.
Maxine Dupree and Adam Pierce are in the back and talking about how she needs to stay focused. Anyways, she's been working with Natalia, and that's really her whole thing now. But whatever. Here comes Ivy Nile, who is obviously going to get a shot at her Intercontinental title. Randy, that match is going to set the world on fire. Literally.
100%. Yes, the lineup continues for Maxine Dupree. Not only did Ivy Nile come out, Roxanne Perez made a thing at the belt as well. Was it Roxanne Perez that came out next? I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, with
And then
Raquel.
and then it was Raquel, a lineup. Maxine looking a little worried, which she should be, wanting her friend Natalia. Eric B. I got some notes. I got some ideas. I got some booking of what's going to happen in the future.
Drop it like
Eric,
it's hot, brother.
Eric B wanted the Natty that's on the indie circuit to come back. We
Yes.
haven't seen Natty in a bit.
And we won't.
Guess who's going to turn on Maxine and be the next Intercontinental Champion? Natalia Neidhart. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first.
Damn it.
Eric B wanted it. Eric B's going to get it.
One of the greatest performers of all time for the WWE, WWF women's division. You're gonna do this to me, Rand. You're gonna do this to me.
Natalia is going to be
get.
WWE's Marina Chauffeur. 100% right here.
I would love that, but if that happens, she needs to go for the main title. And that's the only thing that makes sense for me. She needs to be a legitimate threat because, like you said last show, Intercontinental title right now is definitive mid-card title for the women's division.
Right.
So, all right. Anyway, Survivor Series coming up, and it's going to be fun and fast and furious. It's going to be at 7 p.m. on the ESPN app for you poor folks in the United States. And it's going to be on Netflix for me and Randy, where we're going to see at least 12 advertisements in between each match talking about Saudi Arabia, not Perth, Australia, for once, which will be kind of cool. But I don't know what else is going to be there. What else is going to be there?
Oh, no, sorry.
Mr. Beastland.
Yeah, sorry.
Cricket Wireless. Definitely Cricket
yep,
Wireless.
That's one there. Yeah, Jey Uso's like a lot of these high-end ads that are coming up. High-end ads coming up. What was I going to say? There was something important. Well, speaking of, I don't think it was too important, but speaking about not too important, or it's been in the shadows, I guess you can say as of late, but we love this woman, right? Go ahead. Back from these 19 ads that we watched.
Stephanie Vaquer is here, and she's going to talk about Nikki Bella in English and in Espanol. And she's just setting up their match that they're going to have. And yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to see this happen. But Steph is going to make this okay for us, right? Like,
Right.
listen,
Right.
right, Randy? I hope so. But yeah, I think that Steph is going to save this for us. Nikki Bella has publicly said that this is her last WWE run. I don't know. I don't know what the end is for her, Randy, but I sure as hell don't hope that they're trying to do anything crazy like take this belt off of Steph so quickly.
I hope this match is good at Survivor Series. I really, really do. I the faith that I have in Nikki Bella right now is low. So if she can pull this off, I'm not saying win the belt. I just want to see a good match between these both. Stephanie Vaquer deserves it. So Survivor Series is coming. Nikki Bella, you're on the card. You got that spot. I don't know where you got to win. You got one win over somebody somewhere, but I don't know what it was. But yeah, WWE working. But dude, and if you want to hear Survivor Series or the review on it, me and Eric are going to be, hopefully Brad the Dad or Father Greg join us too, be back on Sunday night's main event here on the Hub Sports Entertainment. Just go to all your podcast platforms or follow us here. Like and subscribe below on the YouTubes, right?
I'm going to put it out into the universe that I would like both Brad the Dad and both Father Greg Feltham to join us. I would like to put that out there into the universe, and I hope that it listens to me.
And maybe George Mackay from Straight Talk Wrestling. Let's get George too. Okay, straight back to what? Go ahead, say. Sorry. Go ahead, say.
Okay, we are
Jesse's coming for the Survivor Series.
Okay, we're getting straight back. Gimpy. We're having Gimpy join us. All right. Stop.
Jason Agnew. No, I'm playing.
Stop.
Okay,
Jason Agnew. Oh my God. All right. Adam Copeland, formerly known as Edge. No, okay.
But yeah, maybe soon.
All right. We'll see. Well, once we get him on board, folks.
Sorry, buddy.
War Games Advantage match. It is Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, best of friends, versus Jay and Jimmy Uso. And WWE, if you're going to pair the Usos together, just give them their Uso music. They can still yeet in the crowd to it. It doesn't need to be just me Us when there's two Usos walking down to the ring.
Wasn't
Also,
the day
Randy,
one-ish one? It wasn't the Jey
no,
Uso. It was there, what, wasn't it? No, I thought it
I
was. I
don't
don't know.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know.
It was just me, Oos. Day one
Oh,
ish,
okay.
just me, Oos. And then Randy, I don't know. I don't have children. I don't know how you would feel about this, but if you brought your infant child, son, daughter, to a WWE event, and Jey Uso said, "May I yeet all over your baby?" What would your reaction be?
How much? No, I'm playing. Yeah, that's not all right.
Why is that his new thing? Why is he grabbing babies and yeeting? It's
I
just a little
don't
crazy.
know. I
It's a
don't
little,
know.
it,
It
anyways.
is that's a little weird. That's some good shit. No, I'm playing. I told you he's here writing for this place right now. I tell you that. That's
Oh
it.
my Lord.
But
There's numerous times last night when I said in numerous chats, Randy to other friends as well, that like, are we sure Vince isn't here? Because it definitely seems like he is. But anyways, all right, we got a tag team match for the ages. Two tag teams who have been teaming together for decades. Really, Logan and Drew just know each other so well so well. But we get some nice spots here in this match, including that stalling and flexing suplex, double suplex by the bad guys. We'll call it Logie and Drewy. And especially after they do that double kip up together at the exact same time, that also looked quite impressive between those two gentlemen. I'm definitely going to throw that out there. But listen, bro, listen, Oos. Jay and Jimmy, they've been doing this for a long time. They are down since day one ish, Rand. Down since day one ish, and they are going to splash all over the place. They are going to yeet with some punches. I don't know what Jimmy's thing is, but I guess it's a spear. I guess everybody just loves throwing spears now. I think Jimmy's thing is terrible ring attire. That's probably what I'm going to give him the most credit for recently. But yes, decent little match that we had here between these two teams as we are making our way into the War Games match and trying to get that advantage. That advantage that Randy so coveted or mentioned is so coveted earlier on in the show itself. Anyways, we know it's going to go outside, and we know that we're going to have some vision incision here in this match for this to happen. Right, Rand? Vision incision?
that's a good word. Yes, yes. Turmeric
I thought
Eric,
so.
right? Envision
I
Intuition.
thought
Yeah.
so. I thought so. I
You're
thought
good.
so. But yeah, we
Flat
got the
banana.
bronze. We got Braun and Brawny, Bronze and Brano, or whatever you want to call them, coming at the ring. They're going to assist Logan, which means CM Punk and Cody are also going to come down and start the brawl with the bronze. Drew goes after Cody. Jay ends up diving into the whole crowd. Logan rolls up Jimmy afterwards and gets that 3 count. Logan Paul, everyone's most hated public enemy number one, gets the win over the Yeet Man himself, the man who's yeeting all over your babies in the crowd. And yeah, this match happened just short of 12 minutes. Pinfall here. Advantage goes to the bad guys. Or I don't know what we would call them. Team Vision? Team Vision and Friends? Maybe
Well, speaking
Marvel would
about
like
vision,
that.
we saw this ending all along. We knew what was going to happen. Yes, Logan Paul with the roll up on uh, Jim being alone. Poor Jim taking the pin here. We knew what was going to happen. We knew what was going to happen. I'm going to give the match itself. Let's give it 3.75, right? Um, before all this other stuff ensues afterwards. I'm just going to go with a prediction, maybe for a $10 THT, the handshaking team credit again on who's going to take the pin in this War Games match. And I'm going to be first because I'm risking it all.
Okay.
$15. And I
Oh.
believe Logan Paul is going to take the pin, and then the Vision are going to vision him out of the crew. So I'll say Logan Paul. Well, if you accept, that's obviously if you accept. I
I
want to
accept.
fantastic.
I accept it on the basis that I strongly believe in what you're saying, and I love to give you things. So yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
strongly believe as well that Logan probably takes the pin here in this match, unless we have some type of craziness with Roman not getting along with the other team captains. And hey, Randy, that'd be pretty crazy, actually.
Keep
Roman
thinking.
like realigns with Paul Heyman, more or less, not as a part
Ooh.
of the Vision. But the thing is, as soon as Roman is the client of Paul Heyman, everybody else goes underneath that, and then like there's no way that the Vision is important anymore, right? Like you can't
Right.
have him managing Roman and the Vision separately. It just
So
doesn't make any
keep
sense.
going. So who takes the
Oh,
pin?
oh, geez. All right. CM Punk. Oh, no, no,
Oh,
no. Cody
oh,
Rhodes takes the
uh,
pin
that's a good pick.
after the turn from Roman, who then joins and takes over the Vision as the
Wow.
leader. Imagine that. That's now I've
Wow.
just completely overbooked this.
You heard it here, here first, folks. Heard it
If
here
this
first.
happens,
But
if this happens, this is like the craziest thing that I've ever predicted of all time.
I see your scenario though, but with somebody else. Cody Rhodes has been looking kind of awful lately, like heelish. You can't
Hmm.
put Roman or if you put Roman on the heel side, the faces have no damn luck at
Yeah.
all. Just being bounced. You can't put Roman over. But I like your suggestion. But I think it could be Cody Rhodes. Eric B, you always bring out the best of me and my ideas. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
Randy,
Good to see
you
you,
just
my
make
friend.
me smile so much, my brother.
Okay,
Anyways, all
so
right, but yes, we have the Edge going to the heels, but we know that this isn't over yet because here comes Roman Reigns, who we already know is in town anyways, so he might as well stop in for a fights or two, right, Rand? Throw a
100%.
couple of punches, Superman punch, tossing everybody all around. Logan Paul's eating punches. Logan's just getting his ass kicked by literally everybody. We get watermarked again, Rand, and here comes Brock Lesnar's music, the man with the most aura in professional wrestling. I said that as I was watching him slip and fall.
That was fantastic. You okay? Work? It was fantastic. It was the funniest thing. I kept watching it over and over again. I was like laughing my butt off. But
There is
this
a
is
way that he fell, and there is one of the like if you're watching it slowly, one of the frames, he's got one leg like kind of up in the air and the other one in a really strange position. He almost looks like a scorpion rolling over, and it is a man that size falling like that. It is funny, and it's even funnier when everybody else is trying to pretend it didn't happen.
yeah. Well, you can tell definitely what happened. He had cowboy boots on and he went from that rubber surface to the steel and slipped in his cowboy boots, but
Yeah.
and rolled backwards. But could WWE use this? Him slipping and falling, he ripped his pants too, right? The last time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can this be the downfall? Brock Cena destroyed John Cena, but could they use this as a storyline on how Brock Lesnar could use? I could see this. This is how Braun Breaker beats Brock Lesnar. So you heard it here
Yeah.
first. Man, we're throwing up a whole bunch of stories today here on the
Well, it makes a lot
draw.
of sense.
Straws raw. And I'm
Draw
liking
Straws
it.
Raw.
We're excited. We're
Story
excited.
time. Survivor Series story time with
That's
Draw Straws Raw, starring me, Eric B, and Randy C as well.
That's the show we could start. Story time with Eric B.
Oh, I don't know if anybody would listen to it, but
I
I hope
would.
they would. I hope they would as I just go on rambling rants about uh things that will probably never happen in professional wrestling. But sometimes it's more fun to be wrong than it is to be right. Right, Randy?
That's it. So
All right.
overall, this show, I am going to give it a solid 4 bananas. Yeah, 4 bananas. 4 bananas out of 5. SmackDown sucks. And Eric, before we go any further, this is our 100th episode. We're doing the show that nobody wanted to do at the beginning, like we said. We
Hell
have a
yeah.
100 episodes in, and guess what? It had a time where it wasn't as good. Then it had a time that is great. And as
Mm-hmm.
of late, the last couple of weeks, it's been great. We took some time off there, and guess what happened? It was bad. We're gonna have to review it all the time. But Eric, I want to thank you and congratulate you on your 100th episode. On our YouTube, we're almost at 1 million subscribers as well. So it works out perfect. Million subscribers, sorry, 1 million
Holy.
views, 1 million views. So it definitely works out perfectly. But yeah, we've been lucky, and this is poor Smack Daddies, man. That's all I gotta say. You picked the wrong show.
Listen, we are blessed for numerous reasons. We are blessed with the product that we get to review every week, and we are blessed with the listeners that we get to review it for. And mostly at this point, I think that our long-term viewers have noticed that the review is not really the portion of the show that me and Randy enjoy the most. The conversation is. So continue that conversation, guys. If you don't agree with things that we said, if you do agree with us, whatever it might be, just reach out to us, send us messages. We both have Facebook. I have Instagram. That's Wrestling with Eric without a W, without a G. I always love hearing from you guys. I got a huge kick out of it after I reviewed the Perth friggin' what was that called? The money event. The biggest money event ever. Crown Jewel. The Perth Crown Jewel, and I got the biggest kick out of getting numerous messages from people in Australia. So continue to do so. And we're always happy to do this show and hear from you. Randy, if they wanted to hear even some of our old episodes, or maybe they wanted to check out some videos of the stuff that we're creating, where can they do so?
You can follow us here on the YouTubes. That's the YouTubes at STRAWS RAW. We're also on the Hub Sports Entertainment. So if you go to places like X, places like Instagram, just look up the Hub Sports Entertainment. And on all podcasting platforms, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, the Hub Sports Entertainment. Thank you to you all for listening. I appreciate all the comments that we get. We appreciate you a lot. I want to give special shout outs to some of our sponsors like Pure Fandom. Thank you for always being there for us. InteriorPlants.ca, been there since day one. But most of all, Eric, I want to thank you for being such a good friend. Thank you.
Oh, Randy, thank you, sir. I couldn't do it without you. Just like I said, we couldn't do all of this. We couldn't have our views, our listeners, or anything without you guys who subscribe and listen to us every week. So thank you so much for doing so. Until the next time you get to hear me and Randy riff away, please take care of yourselves and each other, and continue to live your lives impactfully.
Live. Come back at Survivor Series and beat some people up.
We need
love wrestling
AI.
and movies. Not AI. Well, yeah, I guess. Live with it. We should have put live with it. Love and always laugh. Laugh. I forgot laugh. Jesus. Live, laugh, and love wrestling. Insert deuces here.
Deuces! Ooses!
That was bad.
How much does it bother you that they're yeeting right now?
Yeet?
They're yeeting, yeah. Does that bother you?
What's it called? 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.